think I'm live. Am I live? Yes. Welcome. Let me just say this is not financial advice. Just got to say that. Welcome to the stream. Just bear with me. I'm going to share the link to Twitter so people can see it and join. And we'll get started real quick. Here we go. Come show me your altcoins. I need to look at some new charts. So actually, I'm going to be selfish and kind of call on the audience to point me in the right direction. Glenn P, you're this. Oh, you're a surfer guy. You're the guy that's always trolling me. What up, Matt? What up, Glenn? How you doing, guys? Yeah. If you like my content, other guys like Stillman and Xavi and whatnot, give us some likes. We love it. The last video really felt the love, so it made me feel good. And the guys, we like to do good content, and we want to do it more. It's been a fucking crazy bull market, man. Like at the end of the day, like this shit is tiring, and you got to grind it out. So. But I'd be lying if I'm saying like I'm not feeling like a little burnt out from this. It's like day in, day out, you're just grinding. So, we'll talk about BTC. We'll talk about what we think is going to happen with altcoins. We'll talk about I have Gather up. We'll talk about Gather. We'll talk about stocks. We'll talk about VIX, and then you guys are going to help me look at some coins too. So. Try to get the juices flowing. Frankly, I was just downstairs with my 11-year-old son, teaching him a little wrestling, and man, I'm out of shape. Like we were wrestling around for about a half an hour, and I'm fucking shot. I'm like real tired. So, pardon my low energy, but I'm gonna try to give you guys a great stream, and so. Let's see. How about GNY? Is he fighting this Saturday too? Yeah. Yep. It's going to be a real game of cat and mouse there. Looking forward to that fight. That card, that's a great card. The three main events are going to be real exciting. So can't wait for that. I'll probably be betting on those. You know me. I like to go for those outlier bets. I might bet like Blachowicz by submission or some shit. But Andron, thanks for RSR suggestion. What up, KJ? Do these more often. Thank you, brother. Luna, yeah, that's a Xavi favorite. I've been new about Luna. Mike W. Can I look at Woo? The Woo. Okay. Ray White. All right. We'll start. Fade KJ for MMA. Yeah, right, man. Dude, I'd be crushing it. MMA and like boxing, crushing it. So, all right, let's look at BTC first, okay? So, here we go. All right. So when you look at like what brought this high here, if you look, this is just a very bullish trend that's making bull flag after bull flag the whole way up, right? So, this little nice structure here, then a bull flag again, breaks out, another one. This is a nasty stop run that tests. This looks like the 60-day MA on the 1 hour, but hit on. We'll look at MAs on other resolutions. But basically, you get the picture. It's just making bull flags up, and then it falls off a cliff, and you see a real dump here. But on this way up, you don't really get any price acceptance below the previous structures. Just keeps going, and this started here actually. You just over and over and over. Then you get the dump. You get a bear flag. Another dump, larger bear flag, and this has the potential to be a bear flag, but I'm not so certain it's going to resolve that way right now because it started to make bull flags again here, and it did it over here too, but the way this is looking, and when you look at it on a lower time frame, right? This is how all of these bounces have looked. Nice structure. So if you're trading low time frame, this is what you're looking for. When you get a low put in, so here, like if you're like a margin trader and you're trading this low time frame, at the end of the day, and we were looking at this on Sunday, I wasn't so sure this was going to hold, to be honest. But what I did say was, if this does hold, this is going to fucking squeeze the shit out of shorts. And this is not an area where you want to be shorting. Like, if you're new or whatever, you just joined, like, this is a crazy bull run. Bitcoin went from 3,000 to 58,000 in 1 year. Not even. You know, that was in March. Yeah, so 1 year. Yeah, 1 year, basically. But, you know, you could have just bought every dip for a year and been right every time. So who am I to say that that's over, right? You know, you don't want to, you basically, in a bull run, you just keep buying the dip until it doesn't work anymore. And you don't buy it and go all in on 100x leverage, but you buy it and manage your risk. So where, if this happens to be that time where it doesn't work, then okay, you get stopped out and then you can reassess what's happening. But the bottom line is, this is where you really start to get your markup. In this previous wave here, you have your high, dumps, fake out. These two tests here that held, as soon as these two hold, then you're like, okay, it's not going to go further, right? So this yellow line, basically you have this price structure and you stop run this yellow line twice, but it gives you this double bottom here. And then the Elon pump right here breaks out, makes a bull flag. Now you cross above. As soon as it goes above this, this is very clearly bullish, and you start to make the bull flags, right? Then this previous all-time high at about 42K gets blown right through, makes a nice structure, pops up higher, makes another bull flag. This whole way people were scared. You really don't have to be scared. It's just doing the same thing over and over and over again. So the thing that I noticed is, like, this little area before the all-time high comes in, if you look at it on a different resolution, let's look at it here per se, but this structure here was the area that ended up being bought by Elon, Saylor, and other large entities, I'm sure. This channel right here, this little box, is where whales were loading, and it was the little move that loaded before you got the high. So then here, it's not exactly the same actually, but when I was looking at it on the 1 hour, I saw that you have this little structure after the impulse up that held. And this is pretty much exactly where that last dip Sunday went, which also held. So as long as this holds, then it would imply to me that it's not ready to break at that moment. And once you see it start to pop out of there, and I mean, it was scary. Like, don't get me wrong. Sunday, it sure looked like it wasn't going to hold. But when you look at it, like, let's look at it on the 5 minute, right? So we have, it didn't spend too much time down here, but basically, you know, you have this whole price action here where everybody's shitting their pants, and then you pop above it and make a bull flag. So when you see this, I mean, if you're still short here, I don't think it's necessary. Like you could paint this as kind of your line. I'm making a mess of this chart, by the way, but you could paint this as your line where, you know, like, because I've been playing shorts, like when price goes to an area on a higher time frame that makes sense, and then it does something like this, I just move my stop here and I go back to sleep. You know, like if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. But the reality is, if this is not going to break down, then it's going to break out and it's going to bounce and it's going to squeeze all the people shorting all of this. So, you know, if you want to play it a little looser, which is fine. If you shorted high 50, you know, you could play it looser. But if you're shorting like 48K and you see it go back to 43 and now it doesn't break, like, it gave you time to take profit here. But, you know, at the end of the day, once you see something like this develop on key support, like, if it breaks out, then it's going to break out higher. It's not going to go up $200, you know, it's not going to go up $500. It's not going to go up $1,000. It'll go up like 2, 3, 4, 5, new all-time high. It can go all the way up. But if you're trading that with leverage and you see this, and then you see this bull flag, and then this guy, and this is holding, like, just get out and then wait for something to develop. So where we look at where we are now, you know, I'm not convinced that that the blood is over, but this can definitely squeeze higher. Looking at what it's doing now, like I said, it's making the bull flags. I saw this candle right here with the volume that was not promising. So when you zoom in a little closer, this is making, we're like, oh yeah, here it's making another bullish flag here, and it's going to break out, and then it gets rejected hard. And when you look at this volume, the volume had went down, then it just starts to break out to the sell side, which is not a great sign. So I tweeted, hey, this looks like it's going to go for another dip down, and it did, but this is holding, and now we've now re-entered this range here. We're in it. So the fact that it was able to hold on, not break below this structure, and now it's reclaiming is actually kind of bullish right now. So when we look at what the daily did, oh, sorry. And you know what? I'm going to erase all my drawings. I'm going to do that because it's getting too messy here. This is clearly resistance. This is a 60-day MA. Very simple. You got the candle closes, a lot of confluence, these candle closes. So I would say if we were able to get above 50,000 again, there's going to be some really good short-term upside. So you don't probably want to be shorting that. The next level I'd be looking for is about 55, 54, 55 in that range. So that's BTC. I don't want to spend too much time on that because most people don't give a shit anyway. But you do need to give a shit because if this were to bear flag now and then break down below that level that I was talking about before that acted like support on Sunday, I think people will underestimate how quickly it can get nasty. I don't think it's a macro top. I don't think the cycle is over, but I do think that, you know, we could end up in a bearish move for a few weeks that would hurt everything really. And then, you know, ultimately when BTC tops and it ranges and bounces, there's going to be plenty of bounces. It's not like it's just going to hit the top and then go back down to below 20K, but there's going to be plenty of opportunity to kind of adjust your portfolio accordingly. I think this is a decent time to still take risk on alts. I like what I'm seeing on BTC dominance. We will take a look at RSR, absolutely, guys. I'm just kind of like giving you my overview of what I'm seeing in the market, so then we could talk about the alts. But like if I was looking at the market and saying, hey, I think everything is shitty here, then I wouldn't even do a stream talking about alts. I'd be doing a stream saying like, hey, like you probably don't want to take any risk. But, you know, that's not what I'm seeing. I still think that this is kind of picking up to ultimately break down. We haven't done it yet, but, you know, when I look at BTC dominance, I think there's still definitely good room for alts to flourish. We look at FBTC, which is also important. This guy, when you zoom out, is very bullish. This is bullish. Like this is clearly a bottom here, and now it's in an uptrend. And you know, but looking at it on the daily, this could definitely have more downside immediately, like in the short term. You definitely want to see this level here kind of hold around 0.0292, maybe high 0.0289, something like that. You want to see that hold. If not, that would imply that this level will be hit. So we definitely want to see this area here be support and then shoot out. Like that would be a very bullish sign for not only ETH, but all alts, I would assume. So with all that being covered, we can talk about some alts. We want to hear about RSR. I saw a lot of people asking about RSR. The last time I streamed, man, what a fake out that was. I really thought this move was the real McCoy because we had so much time in this range. And you know, when you spend a lot of time in a range like this, because we've been in this since October, don't be surprised if it revisits it. You know, it never surprises me to revisit something like this. But you know, hey, it fooled me too. I thought it was really going to go for it, and we ended up stop running the people here, and now it's recovering and it's looking bullish again. And I would assume that a lot of people probably felt real shitty about this. So that may have been what was needed, but at the same time, we're now coming up against resistance. We want to see it break through it, but eventually this will probably go. And looking at it on the USDT side, let's see. This is very bullish, right? This looks good. This looks like more upside is coming. So overall, you know, it was a pump fake. It was a fake out, but it's bullish again. This is definitely looking pretty good to me. So maybe some people jump ship. This market maker is nasty. Like, I don't know. I've been trading this guy since 2018. And what the market maker did on Huobi was like, he really made everybody not give a shit about this coin way back when. So this was how long, right? May to February. So like, what's that? 9 months of just nothing. Look at the volume, nothing. They took everybody's coins in this wave, and then they started to mark it up. So, you know, when we look, it's not dissimilar, like, right? So this could actually end up doing this longer. Like, it's possible. I would say if it crosses this level here, like back over 160 or something like that, like it's going to make a very strong move. So you could wait for something like that to happen, or you could try to play towards the middle to bottom end of this range. You know, I would say that if we break back above like, you know, 140, it's got a pretty good shot of really popping off. So yeah, that's what I think about RSR here. Let's see what else. What do you guys got? Luna next. Like, give me some coins I've never heard of. Like, that's what I want. That's what I was hoping to accomplish in this stream. Okay, yeah, this looks bullish. This is very bullish. Yeah. I mean, this can spend time in here, but if this breaks out to the upside, it will make a very powerful move. But it's hard to say when. You could spend a lot of time. Like we saw this with Rook and some of the other coins. They make their big move, and then they do this. And sometimes this breaks down, right? So when I see a move like this, and it pops off, and then it starts to do this, like there's nothing wrong with exiting and waiting and seeing what happens next, and potentially playing something that's more like in this part of its move. Because once it does this, you don't know how long it's going to go for. But overall, this is incredibly bullish. I know fundamentally Xavi is, who's like one of my favorite FA guys, has been, you know, this is like one of his favorite coins. So, you know, it's not a bad thing to be in at this moment in time, I would say. Yeah. So what else? Can we look at Atom? Cody, GNY, XDC, Rook analysis. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I want to see something that I haven't seen yet. UNN. What is that? Onion protocol. Okay. It's got a meme-ish name. Maybe I'll look at it on this guy here. Let's see. I think this is the right one, right? Let's see. What's this chart look like? Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, no wonder you're asking me about it. It's pumping. Okay. Zoom out a little further. Yeah, this is bullish. I mean, I don't know. This looks like it's just going straight up. I wish I knew about this one a few weeks ago. But yeah, this is in breakout mode. So it'll end up, I don't know where this move will stop, but it'll end up doing something like this and then do that. And then do that again. Something like that, you know, that's not drawn to scale, but wait for it to do another one of those guys and then take off again. But once they start to break down, then maybe it's bearish. But as of right now, this is quite bullish looking. Looks good. I might want to look more into it. The stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. We recommend that you use a stream bit rate of 45. So how do I fix that? Why is that? I don't know. I gotta get a new PC. This is annoying. It's always something. Always something. All right. Easy. Let's check out Easy. So this looks good. Whatever. Onion. Okay. Wish I knew about it. I missed it. Whoops. USDC. I don't know what I'm looking at. Easy. Is this right? Easy E. Also bullish looking, but this can also reject here. I'd like to see it break out. We're going from $1. We're at like a 20x on this. But This is definitely a nice move, nice volume there. I'm not certain of catalysts and whatnot. If it's got some stuff coming up, this can break out again. But you know, it looks pretty good, but it's not a great spot. Like the thing about these are like you can buy it and be up right away, and then before you know it, you can be down and scared, and you're like, I don't know what I bought, and you don't know what to do, and the next thing you're down like 50%. So you know, just be careful with these. You definitely want to know what's going on. So, all right. Oh, the quality is great. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's look at Ray. Ray. That's a Sam coin. Got along the Sam coins, guys. Um, you know, I don't fade those, but where is this guy? All right, let's look at Ray. Ray Perp. It's relatively new. We got the listing dump. Now the retest. When these are like brand new like this, there tends to be a dump and then like a mini pump. So and then it'll like kind of bull flag for a long time. So I don't know if this is gonna be different this time. It did revisit this level, stop ran. This is a nice bottoming structure here. This probably has some more immediate upside, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's gonna take out this high. If it does, like obviously, then it's gonna run crazy. But this isn't bad looking. This is pretty decent looking. But you don't wanna let it if it starts to go lower, like it'll be hard to say. You can lose like a lot pretty quickly, and also I understand that people are trading this with leverage. So like looking at this is a nice dolly here. It's right at resistance. If it goes a little bit higher, like I would say like $8 is a nice round number, but like maybe like $8.10, something like that. You might see a pop like all the way up past $10 pretty quickly. And it's hard to tell how much bullish momentum this can get. So yeah, it's obviously before this hourly would have been a better time to take a shot, but it looks pretty decent to me. Might want to wait to see how this hourly closes. Yeah. Psycho says, "Hello, I'm new here. CRV, please." And you know, I see where is Shavi? I have no co-pilot this time, so you guys aren't gonna get any crazy stories from me because I can't do it if I don't have someone to talk to. I thought this was gonna be a chill stream. All right, wow, somebody's fucking sold a lot here, huh? CRV. Okay. All right. Let's look at it on this resolution here. No, we'll do this. Oh, no, we'll do this. Maybe not. We'll do it on the daily. Okay. Let's refresh, reset. It's so like tight here. Okay. So we got. That's a nice looking candle, that's for sure. This is this area is gonna be trouble, most likely. Like these wicks were causing rejections. So I would say this is very close to looking pretty bullish. The volume breakout is very nice. Like this is probably going to pump. It probably will. But above here is where you really want to see it go, because then that would imply like around 750 next. And then you want to see what happens from there. But like if this is able to like pump out of this and take out the top of this wick and go over 1,000 sats, like this can rip all the way up, you know? Like that would be your level. Like around here, like over 1,000, you know, this is your next level. All right. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, it looks pretty good. CRV looks pretty good. CTSI. All right. Let's see. Badger. You want to see Badger? Badger's pretty popular. I'll take a look at that guy. Let's see. Badger. All right. Yeah, it's potentially breaking out of a bull flag here. So we're definitely at a resistance. This is neckline resistance, but this huge wick above it is a pretty good sign for me. I like when it does that. You know, if you're going to play, like here would have been the area to play, right? So you have this little consolidation before, then it revisits it, and now it's pumping out of it. So, you know, when you see that this is holding, this is a very good risk reward trade. Like, you know, if you break down, then bearish, right? But it's also, this is like clearly an area, right? So let me make this bigger so you guys can see. This is good. Let's see. Where is my line? We'll do array or horizontal line. Like right here. Look how much price action is on this line. Like it's around, you might as well call it $50, right? Because especially on Uniswap, you get these wicks. But like this here, we'll do this. Hold on. That, all these wicks here, this wick. Then when this breaks again, you get the dump, which ultimately leads to your low. And now we're holding on here too. So even as you go backwards, this is a key level. So the fact that we're over 50 is a good sign. You don't really want to see this hourly close that ugly, but it can. It's Uniswap. Shit happens. But if this is able to manifest as a bull flag and break out, this looks pretty bullish. Also, you gotta love the volume here. So Badger looks pretty good here. I like taking a shot here. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense to me. Let me see. How long is Gather going to be bouncing? Feels like it's been forever. Okay, so people are asking for Gather. We'll do Gather, then we'll do CTSI, and yeah, let's see. Let's do Gather. And then white. All right, we want to do the Uniswap. We might as well do Uniswap while we're here. You know what? Ugh, what did I do? Yeah, if you like this, hit the like. Because frankly, I don't like this. This isn't fun for me. I thought I was going to end up doing a more chill stream, but like the dojo guys flaked on me, and you know, here I am by myself doing the dancing bear routine. But it's okay. It's okay. I had some funny stories, so you know, give Xavi a hard time and Stillman. They don't want to come on with me, or else you guys would have got some real good stories, because I had some funny stuff saved up. But let's see. What site am I using? That's webtools.io. Oh, my wife. Okay. The wife. All right, let's look at Gather. So this is kind of similar. What coin was it? This is kind of similar to Luna, right? So very bullish. Now it's making this big wave here where it's bouncing in between and shaking people out. And what's happening here is, if I had to guess, down here is kind of where the people that invested in seed round, or the people that bought in this wave here when I was kind of giving you the heads up, like, hey, you know, this is pretty good. The people that bought at like 2 cents, 4 cents, 6 cents, seed investors, those people have probably taken some healthy profit on the way up. Some of them probably sold a little too early, to be honest. I think pretty sure of that. And then now in this wave, a lot of them are probably selling support, and smart money is coming in and buying that from them. And those guys have made great trades. It's a great trade. I don't have anything against it. Typically, when you see one of these develop, if you're going to be a seller, you want to be selling towards the upper end of it, not the bottom. But that's just not how it works. It's usually scary at the bottom of the range. So I get it. But what I'm thinking is new people that have been watching it and maybe said, oh, yeah, this actually is. They start to do some research. They're like, this is good. You know, I don't want to buy too high, because like if you saw the video I did, I told you guys, like up here, I'm like, this is mad bullish, but like you don't want to buy like this second. Wait for it to like give you a structure. And this is something that you buy dips on. You want to buy the dips. Like there have been dips. And when you look at, even closer, this whole move up, there were dips. Every single time there's a dip, right? And every time I tell you guys, if you sell the dip, you're a cuck. You don't want to sell the dip. You want to buy the dip on something that is bullish. So all of this, we're buying this. This is where you buy, down here. And ultimately, can this break down? Yes, it can. However, if this breaks out, the fact that we've spent this much time and it's this wide of a range, the implications of a breakout here are extremely bullish. Just understand that if this breaks out from here, it's like stupid bullish. And you have mainnet coming up. There's a lot of different things going on with them right now. Mainnet means that they're running an actual business. They're bringing in money. They're expected to be making over $300K a month. They're using 20% of that money to buy back tokens and burn them. 6% of their USD revenue goes to the masternode holders and is paid out in USDT. There's a lot of exciting partnerships and shit going on. I would expect that they're not going to be only on BitThumb Global forever. So, you do have the potential of an exchange listing in the future. So definitely pay attention to this guy. I know if you didn't get the bottom, it sucks. But if this is to break out, I mean, let's put it this way. I don't do like a good, bad, and the pumpy on a coin that I think is over, Like, I wouldn't do that to you guys. And even in the video, I told you, hey, this isn't the best time because it's going straight up. Wait for it to give you a structure. It's giving you that structure. So if you didn't buy down here, like, that's up to you. That's your choice. But definitely pay attention. Pay attention. It's not, this is, I don't care what anybody says. This is a bullish chart, right? And, another breakout here would be extremely bullish. So keep an eye on it. That's what I would suggest. I think from a fundamental perspective, this is still extraordinarily undervalued. What's it like? It's like under 20 million cap. And, they're launching live with like over 300 clients. They have $1 billion client that's going to be buying cloud services from them. And they're allowing people to make more money monetizing, their content as opposed to ads. Like they're solving a real problem. Most of these cryptos are solving problems that don't exist. They're imaginary problems, and they make all their money selling tokens. Gather has USD coming in from clients. These guys are going to buy their Lambos by selling cloud services, right? They don't need to sell their tokens on top of you to make money. Also, this was seeded by like crypto traders in a room, right? My room. No VCs. It was like guys throwing 2 to 5 F and, started this project with $300,000 in 2018. They're still here. They're making huge moves. And, this has amazing potential. If I were you, I would do some research on it if you don't know about it. So that's my thoughts on Gather. I know people are getting impatient, but, patience is a virtue, right? And when you look at what it's doing versus ETH, right? This is Gather versus ETH. It's just starting to enter the bull market, okay? The other chart was Gather versus USD, which has been mad bullish. This is bullish too, but it's like the USD chart is just further ahead. So if this is to start to break out versus ETH, like that's where you see USD break out, and that's where you can get like some additional nice gains. Let's see. I'll bother you. Oh, that's Nard the Fox. ID chart. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of ID discussion, actually. Let's look at that guy. I've seen people talking about it, but I didn't get a chance to look at the chart yet. ID. Which one is it? Is this it? Is it this guy? BID? Is that the right one, guys? No, probably not that. Is that it? No. Is it on this? ID. ID is, Everest. Everest is on this, yeah. Oops. There we go. Everest. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I missed a nice opportunity on this one. That's for sure. I know this guy. But, so, not too dissimilar from Ray, right? Obviously, down here is a better spot to take risk. I don't know anything about this fundamentally, but, you know, I'm not sure. This could go lower. It could stay in this range for a while and then just go crazy. I would have to know more about the fundamentals. I'd need to know more to say like if this is like a good spot. Let's look at CTSI. I keep getting that one. So CTSI versus Bitcoin. Not quite there yet. You know, eventually something's going to happen. So you have this huge buy volume, bull flag, volume is being sucked out. Eventually there's going to be a move. Let's see. I mean, it's inside a larger bull. Like this is an enormous bull flag actually. So when I zoom out and look at it, like this is crazy actually. This is pretty crazy. Oh, this is just the 1 hour. Sorry. I thought that was the daily. I was going to say that. Holy shit. But wow, this is scammy. This thing is fucking scammy. Look at this shit. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys know something about this that I don't. The price action is wild. That's for sure. I don't know. This might take some more time to resolve, to be honest, because there's so much volume in it. Like that might have been it. Like if you were in here and you didn't sell here, you're fucked. You're probably fucked. You might win in the long run, but you might end up like holding this for 6 months before something happens again. Oh, this was a BitBoy pump? Yeah. It's a shame that guy can actually pump. That's crazy. BitBoy. I don't know how he, like, I guess I need to watch what he does. Like, I never was impressed by anything he did. And not that I'm taking shots at BitBoy, but the fact that like he's got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers and people are watching him, like I gotta watch him, I guess. I don't know what he does that I don't do, but you know, like he's got a lot of people watching him. It's pretty amazing. So, you know, hey, good for him, but it's kind of crazy to me. Like out of all the people, I wouldn't have expected BitBoy to be so successful, frankly. It's a surprise. Yeah, no, he was stealing Benjamin Blunt's charts. He was stealing smart contractors' charts. This guy, I mean, this normally when you see this big volume in a pump like this can take some time to resolve. So I would be careful. This kind of reminds me of like when I pumped Sonam back in 2017. So, you know, I don't know. I would be careful with this one. We're still waiting on VET. Yeah. VET on the USD side has been very good, but it's clearly tied closely to BTC. This guy's spamming me with I. All right, fine. I'll bite because I've never heard of this, so I will look at it. Is this on Uniswap? Let me know if your coins are like what exchange, because this is annoying me. I Beholder, so be like I Uniswap, so I know to go there. Like I'm really, oh wow, holy shit. Yeah, it's bullish. I mean, you know, you can get a blow off top somewhere soon, but I don't know. Who am I? I don't know what this is. But man, has this performed well? I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's you know, if you were like one of the people buying here at like a few pennies and now it's $1.50, like, you know, you should start taking profit probably. But I don't know. There's not much to say about that. That's fucking awesome. I wish I knew about it. And I hope Gather does something like that soon. You know, this went from like 3 cents to $1.50. It's awesome. All I could say is that's awesome. Bow. Can we try Bow? Yeah, Bow. I like Bow. I like that one. Let's look at that guy. Bow token. Ugh. Oh, man. Now I'm getting tired. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, see? See? If you were watching earlier, look, you got this, then your high, retest it once, retest it again. This better break out soon. It better break out soon or else it'll end up going down here, right? This is your next level. If this falls down, it's going to go down here. But if this holds, so let's look a little closer. You're in a bull flag, right? Now we made the stop run, broke down, made another bull flag, broke down. I'd say right here, you'd like it to get right through it on the first pass. It doesn't have to. It can get rejected here and do this and still be very bullish. Okay? So ultimately, for this to remain bullish, you kind of want this area to hold on. And wicks below are acceptable. You can get a move like to right here, right? Like right around here. It wicks down there. And then you're like, this is fucked. And the next thing you know, it's doing this. So I would say like everything above here, 0.001, and plus it's a nice psychological area. Like if you get a dip down there, I say you buy it. I think you buy it and you use a manual stop, obviously, on Uniswap. And you want to see it bounce out of there right away. Or if this could be doing a dolly, which is very bullish, and it just starts going up, like pretty much, like I think you could take risk here. It would have been better if you bought it 10% cheaper, but this has the potential to reclaim this area. And you know, if this guy breaks out, then you know there's potential there. There's potential there. It's not a bad spot. Not a bad spot. I like this. I like that spot on there. I checked out Ray earlier. Looks pretty decent to me for the short term. White. That's racist. White. What's up with the slaves? Is that still like a thing? Like I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Like crypto is crazy. You see shit like that. I mean, it is what it is. You have idiots, right? I mean, what are you gonna do? There are idiots out there. There's not much you can do. Any thoughts on IOTA? I don't really have too many. I feel like I saw a chart somewhere on CT that looked pretty bullish, actually. This is fucking weird looking. I don't know. I don't know what this is gonna do, to be honest. This is strange. This is a strange looking chart to me, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I guess we have to look at it as like it's kind of like an SR flip, but it's not pretty. Yeah, this is pretty ugly looking. Not a huge fan of this, but I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's technically on support, so, you know, okay, but it's pretty weird looking. EWT. I don't know. I think I've had enough of this. This is tiring. It's just like doing chart after chart after chart. Yeah, exactly. Shame them, Yankee. Shame them. Xavi and Stillman missing out. Shame them. No, poor Stillman. He's had a tough week. He needs rest. It's like when you guys, just so you realize, Stillman is based out of Europe. So whenever he does these streams with me, it's like 5 in the morning for him. I'm just breaking his balls. That guy's a fucking trooper. Like the fact that he does these streams with us, like at 5 in the morning, is, you know, I'm always thankful, and you guys should be too. Okay, so yeah, this looks decent. We might be up to some. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. This looks like this could be breaking out soon. Yep, like a real breakout. Yeah, that looks nice. I like when it does this, when you have this downtrend here, finds a double bottom, then, you know, you could kind of look at it this way, right? Yeah, let's look at it differently. So normally you want to kind of like use the wicks, but like the thing is, like on low cap on Uniswap, it's like, you know, it's not always that precise, but like if you look at it like this almost, right? or you can look at it as if this is the high. Ultimately, you make it look like this. Hold on. What's going on here? Where's my line? So it'll be like, just keep it simple. We'll keep it simple. How do I, yeah, do this, clone, we'll do this. Yeah, like you get the idea. So, you know, this is not precise, but you're now getting price acceptance outside of this after making a double bottom. This is a move I like to call the horseshoe. Holds on, bounces out. Now you're getting price acceptance outside of this. You know, this is bullish. This is bullish looking. Plus you have the volume breakout. This is very bullish. EWTB. Like, this is one of those trades. If you look at it on the hourly, it's bouncing around. It's actually heading down towards the bottom of the range. So anything down here you buy. You just buy. And then if it ends up like re-entering and like I would say below this, then this is fucked. You know, you don't even want to get to see it that low. Below this wick here, like 1450 or something, then it's bad. I would be like, yep, you know what? I was wrong. I fucked up. But if you buy like mid to high 15s, between 15 and 16, like you can end up winning this trade like tomorrow. You know, you can win this trade really quickly, and there's no waiting around. Like, you're either going to be right or wrong here. It's not going to spend too much time in this if this is bullish, right? So it's either going to break out or it's going to end up back in here. And if it ends up back in here, then fuck this coin. But if it breaks out, you know, you're able to win a good trade. And something like this, you know, this could 2x in like a couple of days. So, you know, I don't know anything about this coin, just seeing it now. But my unbiased opinion, you've also crossed above this level. You've made new highs since the bottom from the listing. So this has, plus the volume is there. Like this is like, this looks good, man. Like, this looks pretty good. Who called this? Maximus? Is this, or Optimistic? This is you? Of course he is. Yeah, Optimistic knows what he's doing now. Yeah, this is good looking. EWTB. Okay. Yeah, I gotta make a note of that one. What's going on? What did I miss? I'm here. Oh, Xavi is here now. Now Xavi wants to show up. Yep, see? You guys missed out on like my jerk off stories. Oh man. Who is this? Xavi. Oh, now you show up?
How do I join?
How do you join? Okay.
You missed out on like my jerk off stories.
I can hear myself in the background. What? I don't know. I'm like kind of tired. Guys, should I let Xavi join or should I just end the stream? Because I think I've done enough work. I'm like done. I'm kind of done. Hold on. Come to Discord. Come to Discord. You're in Discord? Okay. What do you think, guys? You guys want Xavi? I don't know if the people want Xavi. Where is he? Hold on. Hello?
Yeah.
Let's see. See, this is like, I'm in dangerous grounds here now. Output is speakers. Xavi? Can you hear me? Alright, they want Xavi. Let him join. Alright. Can you guys hear Xavi now?
1, 2, check. 1, 2, test.
Yeah, I got you there. Okay. What's Bagsy talking about? Let's see. The Peter Schiff. Yeah, the Peter Schiff. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say right now because I just went over like mad charts. But do you know anything
I was
about?
there the whole,
Huh?
I was there the whole time. I was
You were
trying to
there,
join. I was in the comments telling everyone to join.
bro. You have. Oh, they can't hear Shavi. Hold on. They can't hear Shavi. Oh no, I can hear Shavi. Why can't they hear Shavi? That doesn't make sense. Talk, real quick.
Hey, Dizan, can you hear me?
Hmm. Desktop. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, it says barely.
Barely.
Is it better now?
You're like really loud on my side, so I'm not sure. This might be a Discord issue. Let me try this again. One second. Output advice. Oh, output advice. Okay. All right. Yeah. So then the input. No. No.
Steve says, I showed him EWT. Who is Steve?
Is Steve optimist?
I don't know. Like my desktop audio is. Try now. Talk.
Hey,
No good.
EWT.
No, something's wrong. Let me see. Oh. How about now?
Yeah, better now?
Yeah, now they're gonna be able to hear you. Now they can hear you. Yeah, I think I fixed it. I fixed it.
There it is. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, we're good now. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
got it.
I brought up EWT a couple of weeks ago in the dojo, and we had a failed breakout, and now it's trying again. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah. You see it on the hourly. This is bullish looking to me, like pretty clearly. Like it doesn't always have to work out, but it's a good spot to take a shot. I think, you know. And then when you zoom out on like the daily or the higher resolution,
I bought the dips on the 15. You see it on the 15 over there?
February 15th. This one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's perfect. That's like golden entry. But then it retests it. See? It's so annoying.
Yeah, then
It's like
then
a popcorn
I
trade.
added more on the breakout, and I
Yeah.
got wrecked.
But this is basically like one huge accumulation that it could potentially be breaking out of right now. So July to March. This is like okay. All right. Yeah, I got to get some of this. I'd like to get some. Looks good. Might be ending the stream shortly.
Yeah, it's the amp of green energy.
All right. Take it easy now. No, this thing sucks, okay? Who is this guy? This some guy trolling? Colton Bullock? He's in timeout. Oh, okay. Yeah. 66 likes. Not enough. Not good enough. Not good enough for me. I'm not happy about that. Thoughts on easy?
You did easy already. You
I
just
did
did
that
it.
already. I did it. I'm not doing it again. Now I'm getting cranky.
So let's take a break from the chart and tell me about these stories. What happened to you
No,
lately?
I'm not in the mood anymore.
Oh,
I forgot. There was like a lot of stuff that was going on, but it's like, I don't know. It's like kind of obscene shit. It's just like random shit that I remember, like in life. It's just the shame, things that I had, suppressed. But like we do weird stuff when we're kids, Like
yeah.
like my son's 11, right? So I'm starting to like keep an eye on him, Like I don't know if he's like at that age where he's about to become like sexual.
Uh-huh.
And I try to remember what age I was. I was like a horny little fucker when I was that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 10, 11 years old. I think I was pretty horny. And I was just thinking about it the other day. Like when I first learned how to like jerk off, like the first time I did it, I had like a Sports Illustrated magazine, a Sports Illustrated swimsuit magazine, right? And this was like you would wait for that or like Victoria's Secret catalog comes in the mail. Like that's the type of shit we had to deal with when I was a kid. These kids now, they all have like I'm like checking his phone to make sure he's not watching porn and stuff. But eventually he's going to find it, but like they literally have like any porn you want like in the palm of your hand. Like
Yeah.
back then, it wasn't like that at all. Like most people,
No.
like if you found porn, it was like in a bag in the park somewhere, like garbage, like covered in cum. So, and you had to make do with what you had. But I had Sports Illustrated, and I was just thinking about it, right? Like this is so embarrassing. But like when I first figured out how to jerk off, I would do it in my bed. Like I didn't know about like a sock or anything like that, right? Or lotion. I would, old school, just very simple. But I would do it under my covers, and when I was about to finish, I would just like roll over to my side and do it on the sheets. Just right on my sheets, and then go to sleep. And but I would do it like constantly, and I'm thinking about like my mom, like when she would change my sheets, like why didn't she ever like what was going through her mind? Like she never said anything, and like one day I would come in and my sheets would be changed, but like it's like what the fuck
So you
was
can do
wrong
it
with me? I was crazy, like I had no shame. I didn't think like, hey, maybe my mom's gonna look at these sheets. They were like, hard sheets. We're talking about like weeks of nut like on a sheet. It was disgusting. It was really
Oh my god.
disgusting. But
Hard. Like dried hard.
yeah, it was like hard. Yeah, yeah. And like I had like it was like a bed. It was big enough where I didn't have to like lay on that side of the bed. So to me, I was like, oh, okay, this is the best thing. Like I just discovered jerking off. It was the best thing ever. It really was. Like I think the first. Stop talking about this stuff on channel. This guy Priyanka Shah doesn't like it. Sorry. I don't know. It's Shavi's fault. You guys, none of this would have happened had it not been for Shavi. So, Priyanka,
No, you're keeping an eye on your son. You're keeping an eye
yes,
on your...
that's what I was saying. So I'm keeping an eye on my sun sheets because that ain't gonna fly. If those sheets start to get hard, it's over. It's over for him. John goes therapy. Yeah, I know. I need therapy. You should hear the stories. I'm not even gonna do it because Priyanka is appalled and offended. So you think that's bad? I mean, I got some stories for you, but that's all you get for today because I don't. I'm losing likes now. Priyanka's gonna give me a negative like. So
He just did that thing.
he gave me a thumbs down. Oh no. He said people are gonna report. Am I not allowed to talk about this on YouTube? I don't know what the rules are. You know, I'm not sure what the rules are with YouTube. So maybe that is too explicit. But it's real shit. Like I was just thinking like, what the fuck was wrong with me? Like I had no consideration for my poor mother. And every time she was probably mortified by that. And she never said anything. She never said anything. One of these days I'm going to ask her. I'm going to be like, why didn't you say anything? It was desecrating the sheets, It's terrible. What a bastard. Oh my God. So anyway, back to crypto. That's enough. Enough therapy for one day.
Oh wait, he says Priyank. He says I love
He's
joking.
playing.
Haha.
Oh, he loves jerking. Okay, good. Good for you. I love jerking. That was pretty
Too
good.
much.
That
Oh
was a
my
pretty good
God.
comment. Come on, kids. This
Oh.
is his time for free at 20 charts. Yeah, exactly. Like, I need an interlude. I can't, like, look at, like, 30 charts and tell you what I think. And you got to realize there's pressure involved with this. I'm not BitBoy. Like, if you ask me to look at something, like, to me, like, just so you understand my thought process, my thought is, like, this person probably has a significant amount of their money invested in this. And now whatever I say now may have an impact on them. So every time I read a chart ticker in there and I decide to look at it, just understand that's me I take it seriously. I take this very seriously. So if I look through like 40 charts and that's pressure for me. So sometimes I need to unwind and talk about jerking off and wiping my ass and all these things. You know what I'm saying? Like the weird shit that happens during your life that nobody ever wants to talk about, right? So I got one more for you. Okay. So
Yes.
I don't know if maybe I'm crazy, but this is something I've been doing for a very long time, right? This is gross. This is really gross. So if you're like a pussy and you can't handle this type of stuff, just mute me right now because this is gonna get nasty. Okay, you ready? All right. So I really shouldn't be talking about this. This is disgusting. If my wife sees this, I'm in big trouble. But you ever take a shit, right? And it like you're like wiping your ass and it just can't get clean. You know it there's like it's like in there, but you don't want to be all in there, right? So you do the best you can, but if you wipe too hard, especially at my age, you're gonna end up with a hemorrhoid. And if you don't have like baby wipes, so so basically you do the best you can and then you go about your day. But within the next 10 minutes, once things normalize back there, you're like uncomfortable and you know you didn't do a good job. So what I'll do is I'll wait
Oh
like
my God, I know what's next.
you know what I'm you
afraid.
know you got I'll wait about 15 minutes to a half an hour and then I'll go back into the bathroom and then I'll wipe again. And and normally that time because everything is normalized, it's way better. We make sure we're clean and we're good. But the thing is, like when I go to the gym or something and that happens, like I go into the bathroom, there's other people in the bathroom, and I go into the stall, and I'm just thinking like these people are waiting for me to get out the stall. They're like, is he gonna pee? Is he gonna shit? And they just see it's just like all they hear is the paper and then the toilet flush. It's like do they know do they think like you know what I'm saying? Like has anybody else done that before? Or or is it just me? Because I feel like I've never been in that situation where I watch someone else go into a stall and be like, hey, that guy didn't piss or shit. Like what did he do in there? You know? No, I guess I'm crazy. According to the so far based off of the chat, I think it's just me. It's just me.
Yeah, you need to buy a bidet. That's what Tom says.
I need a bidet. But like, what about when I'm at the gym? You know, it it's a bad situation. You know. Priyank says I'm not crazy. We do the same thing and go to sleep, and then wake up, and we'll be man. I use wet toilet paper. Okay. All right. Now that everybody is completely mortified, because that was a bad one. It's gross. But, you know, I don't know. I never talked to I'm 30 something years old and I've been doing this for a long time. I'm talking like a really long time. And I never talked about it with anybody, really, ever. No, see, this is the thing, AJ. My wife doesn't see shitty draws. I never have like shit marks. I'm very, you know, hyper aware of that. I don't want to have shit marks in my underwear. So I feel like, okay, I want to make sure I'm super clean, but, you know, yeah, I'm not alone. Thank you, John. Thank you. There has to be somebody. There's somebody in here that does this too. I can't imagine I'm the only person that has done this before. This is better than the charts. It had to be said. That's right. No, it had to.
Someone need to come up with a solution.
There needs to be a solution. I think the solution is baby wipes, but you know, sometimes they're just not available.
Oh yeah, I've been using these when I go camping. These are great.
I mean, they're great all the time, right? Let's look at Bondly. Bondly. Okay. I mean, I don't see why this won't continue to pump, but you know, I don't know. What do you think, Xavi?
Hold on, the chart is lagging behind on YouTube. Oh yeah. Yeah, we've been covering this one in the dojo since December actually.
Yeah, this is, I mean, obviously the NFTs and Logan Paul and everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't write it all the way until now at all. I started off very early and then they added this. I mean, it's a great project. It's a very neat website. And it's the one of the rare that this year you will be investing money just because the website was neat,
Right.
and then they came up with all these ecosystems partnership and interoperability with like most platforms, which was great. And then obviously Logan Paul was the
Yeah.
cherry on top that created this huge run up, and now they're adding NFT flavors to their product. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. NFT coins are the other one was Flow, right? I was telling you about that one.
Flow. Yeah, Flow
Yeah.
is the coin of the
Look at
NBA
that
Top
shit.
Shop.
That's the NBA. I mean, look at that. Fucking bullish, man. I'm telling you about this guy. That is bullish.
You should take a look at uh there's two that we've been following in the dojo was NFTx.
NF. Okay.
You'll have a better chart on Dex Tools or Uniswap.
How do I? I just started using this one, but like, how do I like switch the chart? Like, meanwhile I'm in full screen mode. Is that possible? It's annoying me. This is annoying me. I'm gonna do chart X.
I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh, yeah, you
You know
need
what
yeah,
I'm saying.
that's sorry because I have a delay because I'm watching you on YouTube.
NFTx, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely been hearing this one a lot, for sure. Oh yeah. I mean, when this
Yeah,
goes, yeah, got your double bottom there. Yeah. Somebody in Discord is blowing me up. I bet you it's Chris. Like, stop talking about your ass. Who's blowing me up in Discord? Oh, no, it's somebody else.
So we were on NFTx in the dojo since like 50 or 60. Um, and I sold too early for sure. I didn't see that coming, but I'm pretty bullish on NFTs and that application in terms of DeFi actually. Using your NFT, using your assets as a collateral to get a loan or um, as liquidity to be able to borrow. Like it's pretty interesting, this that you're gonna be able to leverage your and like basically do a mortgage on your NFTs.
Really?
And yeah, so this NFTx does kind of that, and you have also Muse, Muse, if you can check
Hold
this
on.
one up.
Hold on 1 second. Tory Lane's partnered with Bondley today also. Wow. Tory Lane's he's gonna shoot Logan Paul in the foot. Look at that. So we lost 12 viewers since I stopped talking about wiping my ass. I mean, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Maybe I shouldn't even do crypto anymore. Should just talk about like disgusting shit. Like horrible things.
Literally, literally
I
disgusting
think people enjoy that. Some people enjoy it.
shit.
They enjoy it. I would listen. If some guy was talking about that, I'd be like, I wish somebody would have talked about that so I wouldn't feel so alone in life, with these horrible things. somebody do something worse. All right, so Muse. Okay. Let's look at this guy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is good, but not crazy about this candle and that the daily's starting to go back down towards it. Yeah, I don't know. Better fix itself soon. I don't love that. But yeah, basically it just needs to pop up above and go higher. Like that's it. And it's good.
I'm not saying it's a buy now for sure. I'm just saying this is one of the projects that are kind of building a product in the NFT space. This NFTx, but I mean, NFTx, we did already a 5x since our first signal. So
Yeah. Yeah, this is crushing.
no- yeah, we're just chilling and chilling. Oh, look at the dojo in general chat. I'm the mouse. I'm the moose. Just shared
Yeah, he shared like
uh,
ass wipes. Baby
yeah.
wipes. Omi is the best NFT. It's not even on Uniswap yet. So where is it? OMI? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to hear. Like, where is that?
Omi. Oh, I heard of this. It's
VSP, remember? I was telling you about that one. I was telling you about that one.
V-
That shit pumped, right? Yeah. VSP, that's, what's it, Vespers? Yeah, Vesper token. Yeah. This is starting to pick up. like in the shilling community. I'm starting to see this shilled more and more.
Ooh, Luna just bounced off my trend line here.
Yeah, I did Luna earlier. It looks really good. Luna looks great. Um,
I'm loaded. I'm loaded as fuck.
yeah, Luna and Amp, amazing,
Yes,
amazing.
sir.
Yep, Amp. So there seems to be some discussion surrounding Dot. So let's get to the bottom of it. All right. So I don't know who said this looks like shit because what? What are you, mental? Somebody said
That's
this
pretty good.
looks like shit?
Oh,
What?
that's pretty good.
Who? What? Okay. So no. This was this level. It was Destiny. Ran it, bull flag, held support, and then wow. Wow. And this is mad bullish. Yeah. Let's look at it on. Yeah, it's just bullish. That's bullish. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What am I gonna say? This goes to $100. It can. Can. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how high this is gonna go, but it's definitely a bull market for Dot on both pairings. So very, very bullish.
I mean, USD here is a very dangerous spot, right? Like this
Mm-hmm.
is basically your
Mm.
competency shoulder resistance level.
This is
If
this is my
like
spot right here.
a month ago was a blow off top, right? This won't pass here.
Yes. Yeah. So this was the same thing. It did it here, kind of, but you can't see it on the daily. But on the hourly, it did it. That was when I was like, yeah, this is gonna fuck. This is gonna crash. But like, if it runs 40 and then like it hangs around like 41, 42, and is unable to make a higher high, like anywhere in between here, if it stalls and then starts to go down, you can short this. But that being said, this is incredibly bullish move. So you don't necessarily want to be shorting this. Um, as long as it's bullish and Bitcoin doesn't do something horrible, then you know I wouldn't bet against this breaking out. Looks pretty good, but you're right, Chavi. This area is dangerous. So you have this first neckline, and then ultimately this area is like the ultimate trap. If it gets up there and stalls, then but so anywhere between here and here is dangerous. Yeah, you don't really
You
want
don't
to.
want to buy now and
No,
you
you're
don't want
right.
to buy now
I
and
agree. I agree.
if you go to 32, you'll be in an uncomfortable position where you don't know what to do with it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. You're better off buying a
Instead
dip
of,
on this. Yep.
yeah,
I agree.
I think.
I'm with you. But overall, it looks incredibly bullish. What's my top for BTC? Um, you know, I don't know, but
Oh, that's
seems
a good question.
seems pretty likely that it's gonna hit 100K, but it may not be this year. It might not be this year, maybe next year, but seems like 100K is programmed, to be honest. But we might
I
be,
feel like
yeah,
we need
a shake,
we need 100
a good shake.
we need 100K like in the next months, or we don't have it soon.
You're
It's
right.
like now
It's gonna be,
or very much later.
yeah, yeah, I agree. Hmm.
You want to look at something very interesting? Look at Ion. Ion.
Oh yeah, the
The I don't
interoperability.
care. I don't care about the FA. I'm just like this coin is coming back from the death, and now it's printing a very interesting structure and holding very
Good
interesting
volume
levels.
there too. Am I looking at BTC or USD?
I'm just looking at USD. I was just
On BTC, that's huge volume, by the way. Ion. Let's see.
I'm just watching it
Yeah.
for like judging the state of the market, right?
It. So is this like all time high? No. No, it can't be. Can't be. Yeah. I mean, if it breaks out, for sure. On the BTC side, I mean, look at this.
No, it's not the whole time high. You should do the other one, Ion.
Yeah, USD.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah. Look at
speculated
this.
buy.
Oh my God, this is degen shit right here, but it can work, right? Like this can. Jesus Christ, like it's good volume. it's rising. Like a breakout of this. If it crosses over like 550, if it takes out the top of this wick, like this is going to, it'll at least 2x from there, I think. Like at least. Could be way more, to be honest. Like you'll be looking at this area next. So like close to a 3x if it takes out this, I think.
Even when you look at it on the log chart, it's very right.
Yeah,
It's like super
there's
right.
nothing left. Yep. Anyway. What else you want to cover? Because I'm like, I think I've had enough now, actually. I'm tired. I blew my load, figuratively. Ion kicked my ass, yeah. Yeah, 98.78%. Like, is this thing, who knows if this is still, like, real? Like, if this is still doing something. Like, what is it even
Yeah,
doing now?
it's actually doing things.
Yeah? Is it? I mean, Bancor...
Yeah.
Bancor was Bancor was kind of like dead for a while too, you know?
For 3 years, it was 3 years ahead of its time.
Yeah. I mean, Ave too, right? So,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, the thing is that Ion is not really ahead of its time because time have caught on and what it's doing. Some people are doing it as good or better.
Right.
So it kind of missed that key turnout, right? That key moment of. But it can still catch up now and be valued very like way higher than now. I'm just saying it's not gonna be top 10 coin anymore.
Right. Right.
Um, that's it. Whereas some things like
Oh man, I'll save the next story for the next stream.
as long as you bring up AMP, that's fine with me.
Yeah, let me do amp.
You want the good AMP is the one on Bittrex that has the USD calculated by TradingView.
Yeah.
Right there, right there, right there. Oh damn, I'm lagging behind, but it was there. Bittrex calculated by TradingView.
There we go. Okay.
That's Gemini, but okay, that works.
No, I found the one. You're just behind.
Okay.
This guy. You shilled ICX 4 years ago and I invested at $40. What a dumb move. Did it even hit $40? I don't think it ever did it. Was ICX $40? Wow.
No.
Way. Maybe he put $40 in, but I don't think it ever hit $40.
No, the top was like 10 or 12.
Yeah, it was like
No,
$10,
no, no.
$12.
It went from 1 to 10. That's the thing.
People forget, like in August, I was like, yeah, like alts are fucked. And I stopped doing YouTube. Why do you think I stopped doing YouTube? Because, like, didn't want anyone to buy alts, right? Like, there were people that did way worse. But I catch the most shit. It is what it is, you know? ICX never went there. Like, ultimately, like, if you can't, like, cherry pick, like, things I said, because, like, if you listen to everything I said, like, you probably would have made a lot of money, you know? Unless you fucked up. But, you know, if you take my body of work from 2017 and, like, didn't hesitate and just listen to what I said, like, you should have made a lot of money. Even though the market crashed. You should have still made money. You know, plenty. But, Jean Remy asks, LuxCoin is at its lowest price. Do you think it's time to buy it? No, I'm not really interested in it. Yeah, Crypto Yankee peep game. I got the Kirkland Scotch and my Coors Banquet. You already know. It's one of those nights. This Kirkland Scotch not bad. Not for nothing. It's not bad.
Is this the one DK sent you?
No. DK sent me $1,000 bottle. This is from Costco.
Okay.
It's a huge bottle of scotch from Costco. I figured, you know, they had a bottle of vodka, nice looking bottle, a handle like 1.5 liter or 1.75 liter or whatever. It was like $18. And I'm like, hey, Kirkland's never steered me wrong. Like, let me try this to see what it is.
Yeah.
You know? So, but I don't drink vodka, so for
No.
me, I couldn't really gauge how good the vodka was. It wasn't. I've had worse, right? But the Scotch, from what I understand, is barreled in the same place that they make Macallan. So it's basically like Macallan 12 Costco version,
Okay.
and it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, D King got me the Yamakaze 18, which is discontinued. That shit is mad good. It's really good. Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah, Sterling. No, it's all good, man. Like I understand. Like part of why I got sensitive for so long is because like obviously like I lost money too. It wasn't like hey, you lost me, but like motherfucker, I lost money too. I wasn't happy about it, you know? So you compound like your personal losses and then the fact that like people send you messages saying they want to kill themselves and they lost money and everybody's blaming you and you get that for like 2 years straight of people blaming you for a bear market that it's something that you lose sleep over if you're somebody in my position. And I take, like I said earlier, I'm very careful about this. I take this very seriously because I know what being wrong means for some people. Because no matter what, some people are going to risk more than they could afford to lose. Personally, I was one of the people that risked more than I really had, but I took a big risk and it paid off huge. Back then. So sometimes like when you're in a situation like I wasn't, not that I was desperate, like I was a professional, I had a good job, but I was in a situation where I felt like, all right, I got another kid coming. I'm not, I don't have a huge amount of money saved. I don't own a home. And I have a kid coming, and I'm not in a place where like I'm not crazy about my job, like although it was a good job, but I felt like I was already kind of like treading water. Oh, I got another kid coming. Now I'm really just stuck. I have to do something now. I have to take a risk. I have to do something big, or else I'm gonna be stuck for the rest of my life doing shit that I don't want to do. And I was about 30 years old at the time, and so I took that risk, and I understood what I was risking, and I was watching Superman and these type of people. But if let's say I had just lost my money, yeah, I wouldn't have been a fan of Superman, but I wouldn't have sat there and said, hey, it's his fault. If that BitBoy didn't tell me to do this, baby, we would be rich. But I listened to BitBoy. Then your wife gonna look at you and be like, why'd you listen? Who did you listen to? BitBoy? Korean Jew told you? Can I see this guy? And then you put on me and you see me talking about wiping my ass and jerking off on my mattress. Your wife sees that. And you're going to say, you listened to him and you lost our life savings and we can't buy a home because this jerking off guy told you to do what? Like I couldn't look at somebody on YouTube and say, you're the reason I lost money. That's not a good look for you. But nevertheless, hearing that over and over and over, I certainly lost sleep about it. Some people don't care. They're shameless. Like, if you've watched me for, like, over the years, or even, watch me once, I think you can, some people that, if like, real recognizes real. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to fuck you over here. That's not me. There are other people that are a little bit different. But, I guess my point is, not a day goes by that, like, I'll be, like, chilling in my bed doing what I do, and my phone will give me a notification. It'll be YouTube, and it'll be some guy commenting on a video being like, how's cash? This has happened for 4 years straight. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So, like, when I'm on stream and somebody does this, like, sometimes I get triggered because it's like, enough already, man. Like, in the past few years, like, if you watch what I did, like, I literally made a stream, said, like, invest in altcoins, life-changing money, Bitcoin's in a bull market, like, all these streams. Like, so anybody that was, like, new and discovered me, if you listened, like, you would have done well. Period. So, it doesn't matter because there's still some people that be like, you shilled ICX 4 years ago and I bought it. Okay. I mean, like, thank you, but I've moved on. I would hope that you move on too. What are you going to do?
And your ICX call was not.
It was a good call anyway. Like, if you bought the top, like, that's on you.
I remember you cut the bottom in April of 2018.
Yep, when Ian Bellina sold. I sold all my vet at the top and bought ICX,
Yeah,
and
I
it
remember.
2x'd in 3 days. So it was a good call too. That was a good call.
Yeah, it was
Literally a good
amazing.
call. The problem is when I call a coin and I sell it, people forget about that. They forget. They forget that I was selling Lux between $20 and $50 heavy, and I was completely out of it by the time I hit like $40, $50. And people from the Lux community were like, KJ doesn't believe, he's got weak hands, all this shit. Same thing happened with WTC. I didn't get anybody wrecked in those coins. Like when they pumped, I said, hey guys, this is too risky. Let's look at this. Let's look at something else, right? Let's look at cash. but once something pumped, I wasn't the type of guy that keeps shilling at the top. But at the same time, like when something like ICX is going, like I don't, being like the representative, you know, I'm also concerned because I'm like, all right, people are buying this, they're associating this with me. If I come out here and say like this is like I sold all of it or this is bearish, then in my mind I was concerned that would affect the market, and then if people panic sell, and then the people bought that would get wrecked. So it's kind of like when I get out of something, I just gotta like quietly exit and then be like, somebody asks me about it, I'll be like, oh, you know, it's kind of risky here, you know, like I don't know, you might want to look for something else. Like that's kind of like how it was back then, but you know, it's different
People
now.
want to blame you to for getting too attached to their own bags.
Yes. Yeah, ICX was the biggest loser. Yeah, a lot of people got burned on it. You know, I should have known better because when I went to Korea, like my read on like I tried to pretend like it wasn't real, but like part of the whole bull market back in 17 was people saying like, "Oh, Korea," because the Asian FOMO was crazy. But when I went to Korea this was in like May or April, I think it was May of
Yeah.
2018, right before consensus, like they were fucking bearish. Like it was already over. It was like a bear market for them there. Like every single person I talked to when I said crypto, they're like, oh no, 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 you know, like they were like, no, 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 good, you know, like every single person, like they were like, no, 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 like it was already a bear market there. Like the sentiment there was extremely bearish, and it hadn't hit in America yet. But I asked people about ICX, none of them even knew what it was. They didn't know. They knew about like Dash and like other shit, but they didn't know what ICX was. And like I should have known. I should have known. So, you know, you live and you learn. Like at this point, I'm glad I'm still around. You know, I survived. I learned, and I have a bit more knowledge and experience. Obviously, way more than I did back then. So, you know, I'm not trying to get you guys wrecked out here. So, you know, if I fucked you up in 2017, trust me, from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. I am sorry. I've been sorry, but I got to move forward. You know, I'm not gonna dwell on it. It is what it is.
We made it back for the people who stuck around.
Yeah, exactly. People that stuck around, we made it back. There are people that were in the dojo in 17 and that returned like in 2020, and they're like, "The fuck, this is not the same thing," you know? Like, I feel I can sleep at night very easily knowing that, like, you know, we're helping people. So that's the best. That feels good. Steven Yu keeps talking about he gave me a sensual like. Please, oh, it was sensual. Okay, just because it was sensual, I will do APY Finance for you. For my last trick, APY Finance. I don't know.
Well, so what about AMP first? Like AMP is a wreck,
Oh,
right? It's
yeah.
kind of dead.
Yeah, is it? Kinda.
It lost 50% already.
That is wrecked. Is it over? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. It lost 50%
It's not good.
from the high.
Let's look at a
Is
different
it a bear market
resolution.
or AMP bear market?
It could be. This doesn't look great. It's not great.
Luna looks good. Luna
Lu-
looks good,
Luna
but
looks
AMP
very
doesn't
good.
look.
Luna looks very good. This guy gave me a sensual like. I have to reciprocate. I gotta look at it. What is this? Oh yeah, no, this doesn't look good either. If this is what he's talking about, that ain't good. Yeah. Holy shit. Kind of looks just like AMP. I mean, I don't know. Kind of dangerous. If it retests, like I don't know. What do you think, Shavi? It could bounce here. This could give like a really nice dead cat bounce, like another one. But it might have to go lower first. This is pretty bearish, actually. I'm not a fan of
That looks
this.
Yeah, that looks awful.
Overall, this is very bearish. I'm like trying to be optimistic for you. Like you get a bounce up here and then it'll go down here. This is where it goes. Like here. It doesn't. It could go lower. Like, I don't know. This looks like it was like some. This looks like a GameStop, or some shit like that. Like a pump and dump happened, and now everybody's like slowly coming to grips with reality. Like, hey, we got fucked. You
I
know.
could see a lower high at one point,
Yeah.
but yeah, it doesn't look
I
great.
don't know. This is horrible. I don't. I just don't like being in anything like this. It's not for me. Not good for me. Zilliqa? They want Zilliqa? Yeah, you know what? I promised Crypto Guy UK I would do Zilliqa. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. Zilliqa pumped
A
pretty
lot
hard the other day. I remember
after.
it deviated from the fractal, right?
Hold on, it's loading. I don't see it yet.
Let's see. Yeah, so it did this. Then this level held, and wow, it fucking hit it again.
Hmm.
Um, I, you know, sometimes it's okay to say I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Let's look at it kind of cleanly. Okay, let's look.
It doesn't look too bad, to be honest.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. This is holding. As long as this holds, like this guy here, like this. What's going on? God damn it. Um, as long as this holds, yeah, this line here, like it doesn't go, well, yeah, below here is death. Like it's really bad. It'll go down here. But like as long as these wicks are holding, this is bullish. It's pretty not bad. It's not bad, but I don't know. This is volatile though. Like it's gonna shake a lot of people out. Like if I don't know.
A lot of people are asking you about YLD.
YLD. What's that? Uniswap? YLD? Bullish? Short term? Let's see. Yeah, bullish. Yeah. Pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. Coming up at resistance, but not bad. This can run. It's not bad. I don't know much about it, but it looks pretty decent. Hey, we got almost 100 likes. Let me get two more. Come on, whoever's stingy watching and like holding on to your 2 likes. Come on, 2 of you can give me two more likes. You stingy motherfuckers. I know there's 2 of you in there. There's 2 people who haven't liked yet, and if not, I'm gonna tell you even worse story if you don't give me those likes. More likes. Well, whatever that chart was, looked good. Wrong yield. I'm gonna do ICX for the peoples. Oh shit! Damn, I got 10 likes. All right, there were 10 of you
Ooh.
stingy motherfuckers. You guys are stingy. Gotta ask for it. Oh man, damn! They hooked me up. Like, where are the 2 at? I need 2. I need 2. Okay. All right. So this was charted way back when. We crossed over this line. That's good. We broke this and made a bull flag. That's good. This is pretty good. ICX looks pretty good. I'm liking it. This looks bullish. It actually looks bullish, right, Shavi? Don't you think? This is pretty fucking
Yeah.
bullish. Not bad. You get above this, you're going here. So play
It was
accordingly.
it feels like it was ahead of its time and it had to do this ejection, right? That Zilliqa might try to
Yeah,
skip
look at this.
and go
This
go
is a
right
this is
ahead,
a
but
good bottom structure though. Like,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, above this line, you start getting price acceptance. You get like a bull flag above this that breaks. A long way back. This can rip. This whole wave right here has spent a lot of time in this. I remember I was live on stream when this candle happened. Some guy was like, "I'm going all in." I'm like, "Don't do that. This is gonna kill you. Don't do it."
it goes along with the idea that the Ion also looks good, right?
Yeah, those three pump together. So if one of them runs first, this is for new guys. OGs know about this shit. ICX, Ion, and Juan. If one of them pumps, the other two are close behind. So always, if you see a laggard in those three, you could play them. Like if you missed ICX, then go play Ion if it hasn't pumped yet, or Juan. Kijin Alin, been a follower since Skycoin. Yeah, dude, barely anybody ever saw that Skycoin interview. That shit was crazy. That was a crazy
Oh,
interview. The one with Synth, remember? He was
yeah.
wild. That was wild. I had a
I met
lot.
him in Puerto Rico. I remember meeting him in Puerto Rico.
I had a lot of fun on that interview actually.
The guy was not
Oh yeah,
total.
big time. He was out there. Yeah, BTC looks pretty good. Not bad. Um, I didn't talk about Vet
I
or Algo. I talked about Vet a little bit. Yeah, I'm looking at BNT looks pretty bullish from what I saw. Um, yeah. Yeah, make sure you subscribe too. Subscribe. Subscribe. We're the best. Oh yeah, this is close. I mean, it's at resistance.
click
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, they're doing it. This looks good. This looks pretty good. It's holding. This is holding. You can get one more sweep down here, but on the BTC side, that looks good. Let's see what USD looks like. Right? Okay. It, I mean,
Bancor looks nice indeed.
it's in the middle here. So this can definitely go up here, reject, go back down. Like it could spend some time in here. But I would say you look at both charts, right? And if it breaks out on the BTC side and then it starts to go up here, like there's a decent chance it'll go. And I think I saw it was Three Arrows and the other guy like have been buying a lot of BNT. So that's probably a good sign too. Where did my
Wait, you know that
indicators go?
actually Skycoin doesn't look so bad. Someone is asking you to look for it,
Where
to
do
look at
all my
it,
I need my indicators back. Okay. Look at Skycoin.
and it's interesting here.
I don't want to look at it. No volume in this thing. Eek. Oh, there is. What the fuck? Look at this weekly. Is that real? What is that? Wow. I don't know. Now I think I'm shot. I think I've had enough. Metamucil equals clean draws. Yeah, I think it's my diet. My diet is terrible. That's why I just like shitting all day, you know? Like literally shitting all day long. That's why I have so much to talk about when it comes to that. Sterling
My
ice.
diet is awful too. What do you have? Are you having like pizza or wings? What's your diet?
Uh, I had like a steak sandwich with caramelized onions and Peter Luger
Ooh,
sauce and calamari for lunch, the cherry coke. And then
that's a heavy lunch.
I eat a big lunch. I drink a lot of coffee in the morning, and I'll have like bagel, lox, and cream cheese for breakfast, or like an omelet. But like I usually eat a big lunch. I like sandwiches, or sometimes I'll eat like Whoppers for lunch. It happens. And then, I mean, it doesn't matter. No matter what, when I eat, like I shit. Like 5 minutes later, I have to take a shit. Doesn't matter. Always. It's always that. So,
So I used to live in France, obviously, and back then, like in France, so basically my first 22 years growing up,
hmm
I would cheat like once or twice a week, max.
what are you like a bird? The fuck?
And
Once or
and since I
twice?
moved here, since I moved here in the US, and now I'm eating like American food, I literally shit every day or sometimes twice a day.
Twice a day. Okay. All right,
Happen,
you're catching up.
happen,
Yeah.
happens twice a day, but like at least once a day, and that's new for me.
Right. Do you like it?
I mean, it's not like I was holding it inside,
Yeah.
It's just like I didn't need to go. I was maybe burning it or something. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's
but
got to be, it's the
here I
diet.
didn't
I think it's
digest
the
it the same
diet.
way.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as I get off this stream, I'm gonna go take a shit. I think I'll go take. So back to the chart. BNB.
That's what Americans do, right? Like, remember the pandemic? Everyone were like looking after toilet papers, like because that's all you guys think about. Like in France, they were running out of condoms. In the Netherlands, they were running out of weed, and the US running out of toilet paper. That's what you care about.
Right.
Taking shits.
Yeah, the toilet paper. That's right. That's right. Yep. So BNB is in a bull flag. You know, you want to buy towards the bottom of it, but typically like you can just wait to see how this resolves. It could spend some time in here. So don't sleep. Like this can spend like a lot of time bouncing around and then ultimately go back down here. So like once there's like a really great move like this and it does this, like I tend to like to at least take some risk off or like not spend like if you're a long-term investor, like obviously this looks incredibly bullish. So, you know, you want to use stops, but at the same time, like you can look for something else that is showing promise immediately as opposed to sitting in this. But BNB, you have BSC. I mean, clearly BNB is a blue chip in the space and one of the top performing large caps. So, like just holding it as like a part of your crypto portfolio, that's solid is not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. So I like it. But if you're a trader, like you might be able to get into something that'll give you money like right away. And like this, I'm not certain how long it's gonna have to do this before it makes the next move. And keep in mind, the next move could be down. Not that I think it will be, but that's a possibility you have to plan for. So let's say you enter and then you wait for 2 months and then it breaks down. Like, what does that do to you? What could you have done with that capital, right? So as far as like a high probability position for a breakout, I'm not certain I would enter right in the middle of this range after, what looks like a volume climax occurred and now it's, retracing. I'm not a huge fan of it. But it's super bullish, obviously. Yeah. All right. I think we're almost 2 hours in. I think I'm done. I think I'm done.
Yeah.
I think I'm done. Next time I'll tell you about the time where I was about 13 years old, and me and my cousin were gonna go fight these kids. I was gonna help my cousin fight, and this kid just like pulled his cock out, right? And then there was no fight that we weren't gonna fight after. The fight was over. Like it was the. Listen, I'll tell you about it next time. But
it's a defense mechanism. Okay.
I've never. I mean.
Okay, so keep it funny.
Literally, it was the craziest thing I ever saw. But I'll tell you about that next time, okay, guys? So I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. You need to keep some stories.
Yeah. I'll tell you this time about
So
it.
listen,
I taught the
have
coke
a
dealer,
question.
but I taught the coke dealer how to buy crypto and Bitcoin. That was a crazy story too.
That's
Yeah, I got stories for days, guys. So if you like these stories and you like my charts and you like Xavi's sexy French accent, make sure to press the like button and it was and subscribe. I enjoy doing this content, so put pressure on Xavi. Next time I will tell you the story of the man. He wasn't a man, he was a 13-year-old kid, but it was impregnable defense. You whip your cock out and the fight is over. But I will tell you about this story next time. It was quite incredible, and something that I'd forgotten even happened. And I don't know, I randomly thought about it the other day. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll talk about this on the stream. But
okay. I have a question for you. Final question.
yeah,
Final question. Coming back to a jerking off conversation.
okay.
Since you were such a heavy wanker, were you already masturbating before you knew you could finish?
No, I
So
wasn't.
like basically the first time you masturbated, you came.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't even know what to do. I don't know. I just figured it was the most natural thing imaginable, you know. It was like literally, I was looking at a picture of the blonde haired girl with a big fat ass in a thong
Ooh.
back then. And it was hard to find women in thongs back then. That was like taboo, you know. And then Cisco came out with the thong song, and then it became ubiquitous, which was great. But now it's like you just have Instagram. Like literally, the stuff you see on Instagram, that was like what I had to jerk off to. Like it wasn't even
Yeah.
that. It was the Instagram's way further than like what we had it when I was a kid. Like literally looking at Victoria's Secret catalogs, you know, Sears home
I'm much younger
catalog.
and still in my times. Like we had no high-speed internet, so you could not even load a video, or you could, you would
Thumbnails.
wait.
You would get
You would
thumbnails.
wait. Yeah, you would wait 5 minutes for the thumbnail to load, right? Not even HD.
Yeah. I was I was sitting in, in my living room with cooking oil waiting for a thumbnail to load. And you know, that's enough. It's enough for one. Shavi, what are you doing? Because I could talk about this forever. We'll talk about this off stream.
Um, I, I tried for a while before I would come. Like I tried for like maybe years. Like
Really?
yeah,
Years?
I
Whoa.
watched my first porn when I was like 9 maybe.
Oh wow.
So so
The
like
French are hypersexualized. This is what I hear.
from like 10 to 13 I was trying to like jerk off and nothing will come up.
Hmm.
I had to spit in my hands trying to
Yeah,
like
I had no problem.
regulate.
You know, my mom can attest to that. You know, just ask her about the sheets. There was no problem in that category. I was very efficient. Very efficient.
Pamela Anderson thumbnails, Craig Brown is saying. Yeah, that was
Poor
that was
Elizabeth. I picked a great minute to stop by. Elizabeth, you're learning stuff. So if you have kids, these are the things you need to look out for, the signs, in case your son is going to grow up to be like a degenerate like me. You know, if their sheets are hard and you know, if every time you're changing their sheets there's like a hardness to it and flaky, you need to keep an eye on that kid. He might end up, you know, real fucked up. Uh Oh my god. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I had fun. I thank Shavi for taking his time to join me because it's always more fun when Shavi is here. Or yeah, two sons. Yeah, you're gonna be dealing with it. Check those sheets. Poor Elizabeth. Poor Elizabeth. Poor my mom. Um, I feel bad for mothers everywhere with their boys jerking off and ruining their house. So, on that note, I will shut it down. I'm gonna shut it.